Good evening, folks. We're here for yet a second hour in excellence in YouTube broadcasting. I am Chuck from Coppercoins. Everybody should know me. Hello, Coin Junkie. How are you doing today? Back for more, are you? You need to get in on these rolls, I tell you. At some point, we're going to run into something really good. Okay, so I have here the roll of choice for this hour. It appears to have 50 coins in it. I don't know for sure that it has 50 coins. I'm making that assumption, but it's a 1960D roll I got from the Illinois Horde. I've not viewed the contents of the roll. Don't know what's in it, although I have looked at the end of the roll, and it appears to be a red uncirculated roll. And so that's what we're going to get started with. And I have all 50 names from the last 1960D roll that I went through. And, well, this is going to be a free one. This one's on the house. For all the people who ordered from the 1960D roll, here we go. I do have my bag handy. This is the first time I've actually remembered to have my bag on hand. And we're on about our 30th roll reveal, so I do learn. I'm just a little slow in the process. Hello, Andrew O'Neill, and New Marshall, Deanne, Hoover, Paula, Sup. Throw my names in the bag. Let us get to a point where we're ready to get started. Alrighty there. Get this shut down. Okay. So, this isn't going to be a wrapper that's really going to be worth keeping for anybody, so I just decided, it's not a bank wrapper of any kind. It's just a, says 1960D large date on it, and that's all it says. So we're going to carefully dump the coins out of the roll so as to not disturb the order of the coins. They look like pretty nice coins. They're all red BU coins, so that's a good thing. And let's see what we've got. First name I'm going to pull out of the bag. Doing great, AZ Coins. Oh, let me stick this back in place. Let me get everything together. There we go. Jeff Dunn's going to get that one. And get my flip inserts, pre-created flip inserts for this particular roll. All right, let's look at coin number 1 for Jeff Dunn. Oops, almost rolled into the back of the desk. Calm, Chuck, calm. What do we have here? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on that coin. Yet, anyway. No bar L. No doubling in God We Trust. No doubled eyelid. We do have a few spots on this coin, but I guess that could be expected from a roll ender. Let's look at the side that was exposed to the paper. Yeah, it's kind of turning pinkish, purplish, brownish, different colors because it was exposed to the paper, which contains sulfur and other chemicals that tend to sit on the surface of the coin and oxidize the copper, changing its color. You need a sandwich. I just had a sandwich. It was good. I'm going to take this thing off because even though I'm a professional numismatist, I don't like it banging up against my desk. So I will go to unprofessional mode for a moment. It's not like I wear a suit to work every day anyhow. All right. Cuds are us. Maximus Silver Stacker. A lot of good people in here. Hawkeye. You guys make sure you smash that like button until you can't smash it no more. Oh boy. Shabam! What is that? RPM number 5, I do believe. Penny? She in here? I don't think she's in here yet. Levels of Madness. How you doing? Yep, that is die 5. We are right. Let me wipe that little piece of muckety muck off the rip'em there. There we go. Got that little piece of muckety muck off of there. Now let's zoom in and take a really good close look at this one because this is the nice first nice RPM in this roll. Nice west RPM. You follow the primary to the secondary and you get a west direction. That's cute. So there we go, the first nice RPM in this roll. Let's see if we can continue that. Heck, that's coin number 2. RPM number 5, folks. I don't guess we really need any markers to figure this one out, but we do have a couple of east and west die scratches running through the date there. A little bit of a greaser on the Y. Couple of spots here and there. RPM 5 is totally not known to have a double die reverse, but we will flip this one coin over and take a look at the reverse because there could be errors there that have nothing to do with the variety. I'll try to get this back in focus just a little bit better. There we go. Let's see, a little slight amount of machine doubling on the side of the building. That's interesting. That looks like a... What the heck is that? That goes right through everything, including the rim. Looks like it's almost a... That's kind of weird. What is that? Let's look at the seam area on the other side of the coin. See if it goes all the way through. No, it does not. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I could send it to the Q&A show and let the panel answer. It looks like an incomplete punch of some sort, but it would be on both sides if it were. It also looks like a scratch until you get close to the rim, and it goes all the way through and over the rim. That's a little bit... And also, it doesn't change direction or anything as it goes through all the humps and bumps in the building. So that tells me it was there prior to the coin being minted. Some sort of a lamination, I'm thinking. It's definitely not damage to the coin. And the reason for that is pretty evident right there. Let's zoom in on this area. Take a good close gander at it. Yeah, see, it gets too close to the C and cent there for me to want to call this damage. And it cuts straight into the rim without any fairing. It's absolutely straight as an arrow. It cuts right through the lettering without leaving any displacement of the metal. There's no displacement there. So whatever that is, it had to be something that was struck into the coin there. Struck into the coin or there before the coin was struck. Well, the thing about it is with the opening of the gap that you see on the end there, I'm going to say this had to have happened during or after the strike and not prior to the strike, because if it was prior to the strike would have closed all those up. So it's a very interesting one, nonetheless, and it's an RPM number 5, which, that one goes to Hawkeye. Good going, bruh. Got yourself a nice one. All right, we're going to set the RPMs off to the side here because I like to keep a count and keep them together. And let's draw a name to see who we come up with next. Wild Bill. Wild Bill gets the next coin in the roll. Let's see what Wild Bill gets. Let me back out enough so that we can actually look at it. Don't like being tied to the molecular structure of a coin when I'm just trying to examine it. Okay, looks like we have no RPM, no doubling over there, no doubling up there, no doubling on the eye. And let's go this way. Cuds RS, did you figure out how to get a link to your group up there? Good going, brother. Cuds RS is running a group about Cuds. And of course, Cuds are breaks in the die near the edge of the design where basically part of the die actually breaks off and falls away. The result is a lack of minting in that area that looks like extra metal, but it's not. Well, that's coin number 3 in the roll. Got nothing there. Hello, Jeff Dunn. Oops. Next one. Go to Sissy Atwell. And what does Sissy Atwell get? Bam! I see the RPM. I saw it. I know it's there. Hang on. I saw it as soon as I laid it down. I saw it. Are you calling me a liar? Looking on the inside of the mint mark. And I thought I saw something. It may have not been. But I saw a line going through the middle of the mint mark, I thought. I was getting myself all excited and worked up for over nothing. There's nothing in there. Bummer. All right. Oh, mucho problemos. So we'll go to In God We Trust. We see nothing. Do we have a doubled eyelid? We need doubled eyelids. We need RPMs. We need double dies. We need double die reverse, double die obverse. We need all kinds of dies. Nothing there. All right. Let's flip over, take a look at the other side. About beating that dead horse. Let's see. Nothing up that sleeve. Presto. Get myself another hat. All right. I'm looking at the comments. Trying to keep up with you guys. What's up, Time Travelers Coin Exchange? Keep missing me. YouTube keeps unsubscribing my channel. How does that happen? I have no idea how that happens. Joe McBride. I tell you what, I'll put you on the list where I can send you an email and remind you when the auctions are coming. That one is an RPM. I can see that clear as day. Unfortunately, the coin isn't totally red. It's got some brown on it. It's not damaged, but it's just not completely red. But you can easily see that RPM. Which one is it, Levels? We've got some stuff hanging on the bottom of the RPM. We've got a line going through the lower part of the center of the RPM. Hey, Sissy, you did make it. Penny Parent. Yay. It's everybody's dinner time. And I'm sitting here going through rolls of coins. Which one is this? Somebody tell me what RPM that is, because I know it is one. Let's see if I can look it up here. I'll find out before you do. RPMs 1960. 1960D RPM number it's going to be one I'm not familiar with, so it's not going to be in the first 25. I know that because I know all of them in the first 25. I know pretty well. So this one's got a line running through the center of the RPM, And it's got a hook on the bottom that actually makes for a little triangle of an extra serif. I'm going to say it's probably in the 50s, because that's where most of those are. Let's see. It's not 52. It's not 53. Not 54, 5, 6, or 7. Could it be 59? I'm thinking number 59. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we found a match. RPM number 59. Other people figure that out already? Yep. Number 59. That's what it looks like to me. Awesome. RPM 59, folks. Let me zoom back out a little bit on this one. So we have RPM 5 and RPM 59 so far. It's too bad that this one's, it's a little spotty. Maybe a spot or two on it. Of course, the reverse is in outstanding condition. Nothing we're actually looking for on the reverse, but it is a nice coin on the reverse. Just got some finger sputting on the obverse. That's Joe McBride. There you go, brother. Got yourself a nice RPM out of this roll. For those of you who have not yet become involved in roll hunting, it's fun. And for those of you who have not yet become involved in these roll hunts, you'll have to show up at the end of our auction on Tuesday, somewhere around 9 to 10 p.m., but you don't want to miss any of the auction. It starts at 8 Eastern Time. You come on in, grab yourself a seat, get nice and cozy, and at the end of the auction, we sell spots in these rolls. And they are roll reveals of original rolls that no one has seen since the rolls were wrapped who knows how many years ago. In some cases, they're original bank-wrapped rolls that we know were wrapped the year the coins were new. In this particular case, this roll was just a roll that was wrapped at some point because a hoarder wanted to save a bunch of rolls. And we're going through it now and looking at it for die varieties. Now, when you guys purchase spots in these rolls, you're going to pay less than a BU coin value for the individual coins. I'd say less than a BU coin value. These were $1.25 a piece, and this is your second shot, so they're actually 62.5 cents a piece. Is that right? 62.5 cents a coin. And well, we're finding RPMs in these coins that are between $3 and $5 a piece at a minimum. Consider jumping in the fun. This is one of those lotteries that you can't lose. And the reason you can't lose is because when I draw your name out of the bag and you get the next coin in the roll, just like Hawkeye did here, this is your coin. This coin is actually coming to Hawkeye. I've got his name in it. It's coin number 7 in the roll. Oh, flip it that way. Coin number 7 in a roll. We just looked at it under the microscope. He is going to receive this coin in the mail. All right, Paul Hampton. Paul Hampton will get the next coin in the roll. What do we have? Oh, cool, another RPM. Is this another 59? I think it is. It's another RPM 59, and this one's a little cleaner than the last one I saw. So that solidifies the idea that this is probably an original roll because I'm running into the same RPM again. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Like Penny Parent would say so endearingly, awesome sauce. Okay, I got nothing on the reverse on this one, but we do have an RPM number 59 on the obverse. For Mr. Hampton, we have one RPM number 5 and two RPM 59 so far. Jeff Dunn. Mr. Dunn gets the next coin. What do we have? Another one. Shabam! RPM 59 again. Pizza party for everyone. Ruining your social life. This is your social life. You just didn't know it. I can see it now. Hang on a minute, honey. I'm watching somebody go through a bunch of pennies. You're what? What was between the 6 and 0? Well, let's take a look and see. I don't see anything between the 6 and 0 on this one. It could have been... Oh, that looks like a little fluffy piece of fuzz or something. Kind of hard to tell. I don't think it's actually anything on the coin. Not like a die break or anything like that, die crack or any of that stuff. Put Mr. Dunn's coin number 9 over here. So 2 coins in a row had the same nice RPM. Pizza party for everyone. Love it. All right, Sissy Atwell. I like it when we have nice rolls. I like to give away nice coins. Hoo-hoo! Another RPM number 5. There you go, D over D West. Sissy gets an RPM number 5. And you get an RPM, and you get an RPM, and you get an RPM. There we go, Miss Sissy. If I see anything on the reverse of these coins as I'm putting them in the holders, I'll stick them back down. But for right now, I just want to... I'm excited to get through these. So it's happy trees. That's right. It's happy little squirrels live in the tree right over here. Joe McBride. Joe McBride gets the next coin in the roll. What do we have for Joe McBride? Well, every time you get RPMs in a roll, you have to get some normal coins too, right? Let's see what we have here. Well, it's in pretty good shape, but it's a normal 1960D obverse. Let's see. I don't have anything on the reverse as it appears. No. Nothing on the reverse. So we have a quote-unquote normal coin for Joe McBride. That's coin number 11 in the roll. Flip you around the right direction here. On to coin number 12 will be Paul Hampton again. Paul Hampton, coin number 12. What does Paul Hampton get? Looks like another normal coin in the roll. These coins weren't stored with the most wonderful of care, as you can see. This one has a fingerprint on it from whomever put it in the roll. That can happen from time to time, especially when you're doing customer wrapped rolls. But this is a customer wrapped roll from an original source because, well, we're getting the same stuff all the way through this. I've opened some other rolls from the same hoard, and I know that some of what we're finding is sort of expected on my part because I've seen other rolls that do things that are relatively similar. Midnight Silver Run. Let us see what Midnight Silver Run gets. Yep. Kind of a spotty coin. Doesn't appear to be much of anything else. Looks like somebody sprinkled pepper on it. Let's flip it around and take a look at the eye. Got nothing in the eye. And for those of you watching who haven't watched before and don't know the little effect called reflection doubling, well, that's what's going on here at the top of the UNI of United. It's actually a reflection from the inside of the rim shining against the beveled edge of the letters. And it appears to be doubling because you can see the dark part that doesn't have the reflection on it. It's pointed more straight at us. And that area makes it look like you've got two U's overlapping one another right there. But as I turn the coin around, you can tell that it's only a single U and you were just looking at a reflection. There's your reflection again. As you come around this way, the reflection disappears again. So we have a normal coin. As you learn to look through coins, see the color of the reflection right there? You can see that the color is a little bit different, showing you that it's a reflection. It's more yellow. As you get experience looking through coins, you'll start realizing where your light anomalies are, and you'll be able to pick out the light anomalies and skip through them. There's a lot of people who get a roll of coins and they start going through it and they think they found doubling on this coin, on that coin, and on that coin, and on that coin. That's because they don't know their lighting. Their lighting is fooling them into thinking they're finding things that they actually are not. Wild Bill. Wild Bill gets the next coin. Let's see what Wild Bill gets. Bam! RPM 5. There's another RPM. I like this. This is fun. It's got some spots. Yeah, but it's still RPM number 5. So Wild Bill gets himself an RPM number 5. I could just do a show just based on going through 1960D rolls. They're fun. Yeah, maybe it wasn't enough lighting. So, like if you used a landing light off of an F-16 fighter jet and lit the coin up so much it glowed into heaven, you would find the RPMs that are not there. Bam! Another 1960D RPM 5. This is Sing J here. So Sing J will get this one. This actually, to me, is a lot more fun than going through these rolls by myself and labeling these coins and sticking them in a box, and they will probably never be seen again by anyone I know. And it's just more fun to put these in homes right away. And at this price, you guys can't refuse this stuff. I mean, RPM number 5, we're talking about a $5 coin. You're getting them for, well, these are 62.5 cents, but even if you had paid regular price, it'd be $1.25. Here you go, Sing J. You got yourself a nice RPM. Here's another coin for Hawkeye. Let's see what Hawkeye gets. And see, there's another one that I thought I saw a line running right through the middle of the mint mark as soon as I put it down, but then it just disappears. So I am on a case of wishful thinking. Oh, what do we have there? Now, you going to tell me that's damage? Huh? That is not damage, folks. I don't know what's causing that, but it's not damage. Here's how I can tell you for sure that it's not damage. We're not changing direction at all as we go through the coin. One line all the way through. Goes from rim to rim. Now let's flip it over. Take a look at the reverse and see if there's anything. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. It doesn't show at all on the reverse. This is a mint caused something, but I don't know what caused it exactly because I'm not that much of an error person. I'm more just into die varieties, and the difference between errors and die varieties is die varieties generally includes just your doubling, mint mark doubling, hub doubling, doubled dies, repunched dates, repunched letters, over mint marks, over dates, stuff like that. Now, I don't think this is lamination. I mean, look at the... It could be something that counted the planchets or maybe part of the upset process or something, but it actually has stripes running on either side of this indentation into the coin, which does not have fairing. Fairing? Is that the right word for it? I'm looking for where the metal is displaced and goes up like the lips of a crater. You don't have that on this coin, so that happened in the minting chamber. I don't think it's a wheel mark either, and here's the reason why I don't believe it's a wheel mark. Because a wheel mark is not going to get down into the bowels of... Look how that goes down the hill right there. That goes down the hill and just continues straight on. This had to have happened prior to the coin being struck, because the design does not the design does not affect it at all. So it is something that was in the planchet prior to the strike. I do agree with Michael Kittle on this one. I don't think it's damage, Steve, and the reason I don't think it's damage is because there's no raised metal on either side of this trench. Take a look at the trench. Let me get it in good focus here. There is no raised metal on either side of that trench. That trench was obviously, for somehow, it appears to have been wheeled into the coin because you have very, very hard edges on that trench. It's not a scratch. It's not a scrape. There's no lines running through it. Two coins, same effect, different side, same roll. Can't tell me this is damage. It would be a good one for Q&A on Thursday. In fact, I'll probably take pictures of it and we'll ask. We'll get a consensus on what we think this is. But as far as I'm concerned, it is an error coin. I have no idea exactly what the error is, but as far as I'm concerned, it is an error coin. Look, it goes straight over the rim. Straight through the rim. I don't think it was struck through wire, but I'm not sure. I mean, I'm just we're basically just kind of throwing darts at the board. But if it were struck through wire, then that little trench would be the only thing affected. But here we have what looks like tire tracks on either side of it. That's what it looks like. Almost like they've welded the two sheets together. But that is not a weld bead, that's actually a trench. So it's almost like they tried to cut it and they didn't get it cut all the way. Okay. So are you saying that the planchets this was done with the blanks prior to the upset? I don't know if the other one had tracks or not. I can't remember exactly which coin it was. I know it was pretty early in the roll. It was on the reverse, wasn't it? Or was it on the obverse? I'm going to go through them here real quick and see if I can spot it. Does anybody remember which coin it was that was the last one we saw like this? Because I know we've seen another one. It was the first RPM number 5. Okay. Was it the first one? Yep, you're right. It was. It was the first RPM number 5. This is the one belonging to Hawkeye. I'm going to take the coin back out of the holder real quick, but I'm going to keep the holder here to the side so we can be sure that we remember that this coin is coin number 2. And it goes in holder for coin number 2. I'm going to put it here with this other coin. Now here's the effect on the coin we just found. And then here is the same effect on a coin we found earlier. And it does have some form of that tire track appearance on the sides of the... I gotta move this up. Hang on, folks. Having trouble getting 2 coins underneath it. There we go. This is the first coin that we found. This is the reverse side of a RPM number 5. And then this is the coin we just now found. Same effect, 2 different coins. It's a very clean trench that goes pure straight all the way through the surface of the coin. It does not affect the opposing surface. It only affects the one surface that we're looking at. This one has just a little bit of a curve right there, which could have something to tell about the way that the line came onto the coin. Perhaps before the upset process and the upset bent the line. I'm not really sure. Okay, but we're not going to dwell on this anymore, but it was an interesting observation nonetheless. So here's coin number 2 going back in its holder. And it's going to go here, and that's Hawkeye's RPM. And this one was not an RPM. Let's look at the other side real quick and see what we find on the other side. Not a double die, but an interesting error nonetheless. Would you look at who this one goes to? Hawkeye. So Hawkeye's getting both of them. And now he's got something to ask about. Hello, Super Silverman. Okay, I'm going to stick this one over here for Hawkeye. Was that? No, that wasn't the right way. Let me do it this way. There we go. Keep everybody in order. Okay. Next coin up will be for Singjay. Let's see what Singjay gets. I'm all happy and giddy now because I get to give away some nice coins. Well, give away. I'm not really giving them away, but I get to sell some very nice coins very cheaply. Let's put it that way. Well, I just like finding this stuff. It's just fun. I got nothing on that side except a bunch of die scratches. Let's look. Oh, it's a leopard coin. It's a bit spotted. Well, sorry about that one. Not much anybody can do about it, but accept it and move on. Midnight Silver Run. I don't even know if I've pulled any of your... Oh, what do you look? Look at that. Mention your name, pull your name. Well, let's see what Midnight Silver Run gets on this coin. Well, absolutely perfect timing. Couldn't have done better. But I'm not seeing any of what we've been finding on this particular coin. You'll be shocked to see what we've been finding. We've been finding RPM number 5. We've been finding RPM number 59. And we've been finding a couple of odd errors that we're not really sure what they are. But they are trench lines that run exactly and perfectly straight through the design of the coin on one side or the other, but not both. Paul Hampton. Paul Hampton gets... not an RPM. There's another one of those damn lines. There it is. It's a lot lighter than the other ones, but it goes straight through the design. Straight through. Went straight through the date, straight over to the other rim. So there's another one. I really don't know what these are, but this one is a lot less obvious than the others. It doesn't really have that much of a trench at all. There is a trench there, but it's not highly noticeable. But it goes, you see how it follows all of the design details up and down. So there's no way it's a scrape put on there after the coin was minted. This was definitely placed on the planchet before the coin was minted. So whatever it is, it's a minting error. I'm not sure what it is, though. Kind of wish I knew. It goes down here through the date. That's it going right above the 9. Right through the 6 of the date, through the 0 of the date. There it is coming off the rim. Just outside the 0 of the date. I had no idea what this is. No, not from a feeder finger. Can't be the feeder finger. Feeder finger is going to damage the die, not the coins, and a feeder finger is going to be something that will, if it scrapes a coin, it's going to hit the edge of the coin. It's going to cause damage to the finished coin. And it just doesn't look anywhere near the same as this. So we don't know exactly what it is, but Paul Hampton gets one too. There we go. Hawkeye gets 2 of them. Paul Hampton gets 1. I don't think it could be a foreign object that was on the die, simply because now we're talking about obverse die and reverse die. And we're talking about something that isn't affected by the design at all. So it has nothing to do with the die. It had to have happened prior to the die. Levels of Madness gets the next coin in the roll. Let's see what it is. Well, there's an RPM number 59. RPM number 59. Bam! Roll through. I'm not exactly sure. I really just don't know. I sure wish I did. I'd look a lot smarter. But, you know, I'm kind of one of those normal guys. I might be kind of smart, but I don't know everything. Definitely don't know everything. Yeah, and people are like, oh, that's impossible. No, it's not impossible. I have not really that well studied on planchet errors. I know a planchet error when I see one, but I'm not exactly sure what the planchet error would be. Damage to the sheet of metal before they were punched and struck. And that damage would have to be a perfectly straight line, too. Levels of Madness gets the next coin. Let's see what Levels of Madness gets on the next coin. Bam, RPM number 5. Well, Levels of Madness, you have yourself a collection from this roll. RPM number 5, and let's see what kind of condition it's in as we roam around the surface of the coin. Nice coin. Nice coin for an RPM. Just in looking at it, my eyeballs on. Oh yeah, it's a 65. Nice Gem BU coin. That's RPM number 5. Oh, I need to put Level's name in it. Be sure I know who to send it to. There we go. And let's see, the next one comes up as boom, 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 Wild Bill. Wild Bill gets the next coin in the roll. What do we get? RPM number 5 again. This thing's loaded with RPMs. Just flat loaded. But we know it's an original roll because we're only getting a few different dies in all of this, and the coins are all in approximately the same condition. You got those errors that keep showing up in the same roll. It must have been a deal that was going on that day at the mint. Who knows what that could be? I haven't checked all of the reverses of all of the coins, so I'm not exactly sure whether or not we might have missed another one of those. I just thought of that. So I will make sure that I go through both sides of every coin from here on out in the roll to see how many more of those we run into. But that's just nice. Sweet. Another RPM number 5. Wild Bill gets another RPM number 5. Look at the RPM 5s that we've gotten so far here. There's 6 of them. Six of them so far. We're less than halfway through the roll. Levels of Madness. This would have to be his last one because I can remember 2 already. Another RPM number 5. The whole roll loaded with them. Hello, Metal Detecting UK. Welcome to the channel of American weirdos that love to collect by microscope. Hey, Hawkeye. You missed part of it. You missed part of the good part. You got some goodies. Okay, so Hawkeye's here. We have to show Hawkeye his goodie. His best goodie. All right, Hawkeye, stick around for a sec. Check this out. You got coin number 2 in the roll. This is coin number 2. Oops. It's the wrong one. You got coin number 2. Let's look at coin number 2 again. Bam, look at that. RPM number 5. RPM number 5, Hawkeye, that's yours. Okay, the obverse is not in the best, wonderful, great shape. But when I flip that, okay, first of all, you have a little bit of a greaser right there on the Y of Liberty. Y of Liberty is almost gone. And then check this out. We flip it over and we look at the reverse. And, oh, what is that? There's a line running all the way through. It's a little trench going all the way through from rim to rim. We found this on 3 different coins so far, and nobody has any idea what it is. And guess what? 2 of the 3 coins are yours. So that's what we got. Cool, huh? I think Hawkeye just dropped on the floor. He'll come to eventually. All right, coin number 24. Right before the middle of the roll, we're going to pick up Midnight Silver Run. Midnight Silver Run's going to get this one. Let's see what's in it. Bam, RPM number 59 again. So we have an RPM number 59. Looking around for any errors of any kind. Okay, no errors on the coin, but we do have an RPM number 59. This particular microscope is a Dynolite Edge. It's a nice microscope. I'm not really sure that I would consider it worth the amount of money that you pay to get it. It's over $600. Bill Betts. Next coin goes to Bill Betts. Let's see what Bill Betts gets. Another RPM. Is it? I think it is, but it's not a 59. No, maybe it isn't an RPM. Maybe I'm just seeing things. What is that in the middle of the mint mark? Let's zoom in and take a quick look. It's a nothing. It's a bummer. We do have a minor split lower serif there, but that's not going to be listable. It's going to be too minor. All right, so let's back out. I thought we had something there for a minute. Let's get you in focus. on the coin. I see nothing else on the obverse. Let's flip it over and take a look at the reverse real quick. See if we find anything of decent appeal on the reverse. I don't know, like maybe one of those trenches again. That would be kind of cool. Find a half a roll of those things and figure out what they are. Got nothing on that one. Hello, AZ Coins. I'm not the type to ask for money, but I will let you know that we have a thing called a super chat. This channel now has super chat installed. You click on that $ down there toward the bottom of the screen. Taco John. You can put anything that you want into the chat, and you're highlighted for a certain amount of time based on the amount you should decide to donate to the cause. If you think I'm doing a great job, you can let me know. Of course, I'm not going to mention it often because I'm not the type of person to be asking for money. But this is my job, this is my career, and I do this all the time. Although I absolutely love doing what I do, and I am very passionate about it, I do have the need to make the people at the power company happy too. And, well, for some reason, they're only driven by money. They don't love what they do nearly as much as I love what I do. And it shows. Mr. Dowdle. Mr. Dowdle gets a coin here. Let's see what he has. As it appears, we do not have an RPM. We have a little bit of a clash mark coming off the 1. It's the first clash mark I've seen in this roll so far. Ooh, that's a gouge. That's like a gouge in a coin. It's like somebody took a divot out of it. You might be able to hear the jets going overhead. I live just off the flight path of Raleigh-Durham Airport. That's an ugly spot. That's another ugly spot. Got a couple of ugly spots on this one. But we're running through a normal coin anyway, so... yeah, I guess we have to deal with ugly spots once in a while. There we go for Mr. Dowdle. Let's pick a coin number 28 and see what happens. Coin number 28 goes to Taco John. Taco John is a newcomer to this process. Let's see if we can find him something nice. I'd love to be able to send Taco John something nice for his effort. You know, here we have a decent coin. Not spotted up or nasty so far. Well, maybe a little bit. But it doesn't seem to be an RPM or a double die yet. I'll look at the other side here. And we have nothing. There's Mr. Lincoln on that side. Okay, so Taco John gets a normal coin out of the process. Coin number 29. Coin number 29. Bill Betts. Bill Betts gets... looks like a normal coin. It's going to be a normal coin, but it's going to be pretty nice condition as it appears. I got a little tiny spot there. I've got a little bit of corrosion above the dwee. If you discount the upper rim, you got a really nice one here. You just have to discount the upper rim. Let's see what's on the reverse. I'm going to spot below the N in cent. A couple of spots on the UN of United. That's about it. Not a bad coin, not a great coin. Paula Bloom says she thinks she's found the answer to the mystery. I hope so. So I'd love to have an answer to the mystery. I'm sorry you missed the beginning of the stream too. I'm going to set up a thing where I can actually give you guys the opportunity to sign up your email address, and I'll send out something an hour or so before every stream I do. You can just delete it and move on. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to entice you or anything, but I just want to remind you that it's there in case you had already planned on coming to watch. I would rather remind you and you not come because you didn't really want to than to not remind you and you miss it because you really wanted to be here. So let's just point it out that way. And I will probably put something on the Coppercoins website where you can actually go and sign up through the Coppercoins website for our newsletters and special events. That's what I'll call it. And I will let you guys know when we have new videos coming up. You didn't receive notification yesterday, and yesterday was Thursday. I sent out notification about the auctions, but I don't send out notifications about these yet. Now, if you guys want to actually get notifications from me directly on these, let me know. Okay, Robert Adams. That is RPM number 5. RPM number 5 for Robert Adams. It's actually a pretty nice looking coin, too. Let's see here. We got on the other side. Oh, it's a leopard coin. It's got spots. I see spots on it. Okay. Well, I tell you what. If you send me an email, cd@coppercoins.com. That's cd@coppercoins.com. Can one of my mods type it in there for me, please? cd@coppercoins.com. I want you to put in the title, sign me up. In the subject line, I want sign me up. That's all I'm going to read is the title of that. And I'll get you signed up. There's another 59. Shabam. See? Squirrel! Another RPM number 59. This one goes to Benjamin Marler. And I will get you signed up in my vertical response. It's what I'm going to be using to build my emails. I'm going to figure out how to do an email where I can write it out and then it will send out to all of you people. I need to look at the reverse on this one to be sure that we don't have one of those lines. Don't or do. One or the other. Okay. A few spots here and there, but no line. And I don't like bothering people. I hate bothering people. I hate being the kind of person who's looked at as, oh, he just wants to sell me something. I don't want that. I want to share the experience with you. Paula, you think that's something I should read while we're here? Maybe after we get finished? Sissy. Sissy gets the next coin. This is coin number 33. Bam, RPM number 5 again. We've run into another little happy covey of RPMs. A happy covey of RPMs lives right over here in the shrink-to-fit tube that's very difficult to open without a cutting knife. You have to be very careful of what you're doing when you're opening these tubes because, well, they can cut you. And if you aim in the wrong direction, they can actually cut you in the jugular. And you don't want that. Okay, I'll definitely take a look at it. Benjamin Marler. What does Benjamin Marler get for his next coin? Yeah, I see what again could be a very minor repunch mint mark. It's a lower serif. You can see how the lower serif is a little fatter than it should be. Yes, you're fat. Yeah, and I just, I don't think I'd list it. It's not something that looks big enough to warrant any real attention to me. There has to be a decent split in the serif that's easy to see under this magnification. Boy, I'm just finding it a little difficult to spot. Speaking of spots, gosh, I'm so blunt. That's what some people like about me. See, I was considered such a gruff person until I started doing these things and people realized what kind of a person I really am. I don't deal well with stupidity. But when it comes to, yes, I am on live chat. Why, people asking me questions and I'm not answering? It's because I'm not really looking. Hey, Cajun Coin Hunter, how you doing? I'm all enthralled about this roll, and I've not even been watching. Okay, Midnight Silver Run, do with the others and be sure you send me an email at cd@coppercoins.com and just put sign me up as the subject of the message, and I'll get you signed up. Original bankrolls of 1968D, 1963D, 272Ds, and a 29S. Is that a 29S? That cannot be an original bank wrap roll of 29S. Seriously? 68D, you're going to be looking for a major double die reverse and a very nice RPM. It's going to be a West RPM. 1963D, you'll be looking for a few minor double die reverses, some minor double die obverses, including a few that affect the date plus one major one that affects the date in the sense that the 3 is doubled. In 1972D double dies, you're going to be mainly looking for class 1 doubling in God We Trust and nothing so much for the reverse. Okay, just people saying hi to me. Well, hi, people. I've been sitting here holding this. Mr. Patat gets the next coin. Let's see what's on the next coin. For Mr. Patat. I've been so buried in doing this roll, I haven't really even been watching the chat. I'm sorry, folks. I should be watching better. Penny Parent just got on to me for not answering people when they say hello. What do you say? What do you say? Thank you. No. You say hello. You say hi. Nothing on that side. So for Mr. Patat's first coin here, we have a normal coin. Mr. Patat, I think, got 2 coins in this roll. We'll see what happens with his next one. So we come across it. Hector! Majestic gets this one. Let's see what Majestic gets. RPM 5. RPM alert. RPM alert. It's a nice shiny one, too. Pretty RPM number 5 for you there. Let's see what we got on the other side. It's turning just a little bit on the brown side. A few spots here and there. I see spots. But we don't have any lines going through this one like we have with others. That's for Majestic RPM number 5 there. Wow, look at these RPM 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them in the roll so far. We've got 10 of those, and if RPM number 59, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 16 die varieties in 36 coins. 16 die varieties in 36 coins. Here's Mr. Dowdle. Who? What? Raymond Longy's here? Where? He is here. What do you know? Hi, Raymond. RPM 5 again. Who got this? Mr. Dowdle got this one. That's Mr. Dowdle. RPM number 5. Let's look at the reverse for any errors. Errors or damage or spots or anything to that effect. And other than it being just a very slightly spotty coin on the reverse, it's very nice. No errors. Nice RPM on the obverse. It's RPM number 5. So we have, what, 11 RPM 5s out of this roll now? Folks, I don't mess around. I don't dig through these rolls. I don't pull anything out of them. If I tell you it's a roll I've not been through, I've not been through it. That's all there is to it. Robert Adams. Let's see what a Robert Adams gets. Oh. It's like, oh, darn. This is just a normal coin. And it's got a spot, too. Let's see on this side. What do we have? What's yet another normal coin? Feeling lucky, punk? Go ahead. Make my day. At least, don't you say? $55 so far, just RPM number 5s. At $5 a piece, there you go. Majestic gets the next coin. Let's see what Majestic gets. Majestic sounds of coins. Ooh, it's a normal 1960D, as it appears. At Liberty. I made your night. How did I make your night? You made my night. You guys showed up. You get 1,000 people to watch me, and I'd just be all giddy. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm glad to be able to share nice coins with people, that's for sure. Did I ever look at the reverse on that one? Gosh, I can't remember. You made me forget what I was doing. I think I did, but I just want to be sure. Okay. We got nothing on the reverse here. I hope there's more to come, too. What do we got? 8 coins left in the roll? 8 coins left. I think we've got 8 coins. 4, 8. Uh-oh. We're 3 coins short. This roll came out 3 coins short. Okay. Yeah, we have an issue. This roll was 3 coins shy of being a full roll. So, the only thing I can really do, since it's 3 coins shy, there's nothing else in there. What I could do, since I'm 3 coins shy, what kind of a recommendation does anybody have on what I should do since I know the roll is 3 coins shy? I just looked down here and I've got 8 coins left. I've got 8 coins left of this roll. 8 coins left, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. I've got 11 left. So I've got 8 coins and 11 holders. So I'm missing 3 coins. So this was a BU roll of 47 coins. Let's see. How can I handle this? I got some 1929Ds here. Let's see. 1929D. Yeah, 55p roll. You and me alike, brother. Let's see. These 1929Ds are actually pretty nice coins. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some... Oh, this one's a nice one. Holy moly. That's a nice, extremely fine to AU 1929D. Let's see. Let's pull out 3 that are in really good shape. There's another one. What about this one? There's another one. Now, those 3 coins are in really good shape. So I tell you what I'll do. How can I do this to make it as fair as possible? Hello, Sindelicious. Yeah, I got a roll of 1929D. Now I need to mark it as being short because it's going to be short 3 coins. Okay, so now I have a short 1929D roll, which is fine. And I've got 3 coins here that were supposed to have been 1960D. Well, 1960D isn't worth much, but 1929D definitely is. So, what I can do is I can take... Let's see, how do I do this? I got it. I got it. I'm going to take everybody's chips out of here. I'm going to lay them face down without being able to see them. I'm going to lay them face down, just like this. All of the coins I've got left should have 11 spots left. Got anything here? No. So, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to draw 3 of these right now. And the 3 of these I'm going to give you these coins in order. 1929D in really nice condition. Joe McBride. Majestic. Benjamin Marler. Sorry, folks, that should give you some value back for anything that you might have been expecting. So now, I'm just going to go ahead and lay these out like this because drawing them out of a bag or drawing them off of a pad, there's not really a whole lot of difference between the two. So, there they are in order, going across this way. So I'll just pull 1 per coin. Let me go ahead and put these coins in flips. Actually, they'll just get these flips because I don't have anything else to put in them. So 48, 49, and 50. So there's 48 for Joe McBride. And that's a 1929D. 49 will be for Majestic. Could be normal 1960D Lincoln cents worth, 50 cents. But no, you're going to get extremely fine to AU 1929D. Somebody look that up. There we go. So, I've given you guys better coins than you would have gotten out of the roll otherwise by average. So, now we're going to do it 1 coin at a time. And first one goes to Robert Adams. There, I made reparations for that really quick. RPM number 5. What do you know? It's a little spotty, but it's an RPM number 5. Bam. You say that again. Bam. No errors on that one, but it is an RPM number 5. We're going to go ahead and toss that in the pile with the rest of the RPM number 5s. Now, Mr. Dowdle. Mr. Dowdle will get this coin, which represents normalcy. Looks like a normal coin. Look over here, there, and up here. And we've We've got nothing else on the obverse. Let's take a look at the reverse to see if there happens to be any hub doubling on the reverse of this coin. Isn't it kind of cute how I just reached over and grabbed a roll of 1929D? I had no idea it was there until I needed to do something with it. Daddy needs to clean off his desk. Got too much junk laying on his desk if he can find stuff that easy. There you go. $4 to $11. Why am I going into my bag? My bag is done. They're all right here, Chuck. Taco John. Taco John will get, it looks like a normal coin. I'm a little disturbed by what's going on inside the mint mark, but it appears to be normal. Might have just been some crud in there. Exactly. It was not on the die, for sure. I know that be absolutely true. It was not on the die. Well, it's not also just because they're not all on RPM number 5, but it's also that they're not in the same place. They'd be in the exact same spot in the design if they were on the die, and they're not. So, no chance they were part of the die. All right, that's Taco John. Got himself a normal one. Coin number 43 will go to Mr. Betts. Mr. Betts will get the next coin in the roll, and it'll be a normal one. It be normal. I'll flip over the other side and see if we get anything on the reverse. A little hit on the rim right there. Actually, that may not be a hit. It may be a struck through. That's actually a... Yeah, it's a hit. Hit on the rim. Okay. Number 43. That plus I found 3 coins in this roll that had the anomaly, and 2 of the 3 coins were not RPM number 5, and the third one was, or actually the first one I found was. Sing J. Sing J's hit some luck in this roll. We're out of luck now. Got nothing on that one. Sorry, brother. You get yourself a genuine leopard skin coin. Ooh. He needs to use shaving cream. He got bumps on his beard. What you want, Mama?
You want one?
Yep. Okay. Ooh. She brought me din din. What did we get?
Pizza.
Ooh, I got pizza. Okay. Nothing going on here. And that's for Sing J. Let's see who's up next. Deanne. Deanne, this is a nice shiny coin. This one's pretty. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a normal coin. No RPM on this one. Look at that, though. That's pretty. A little lamination issue going on right there. Lamination Nation. Oh, got a little spot next to the T. Let's look at the reverse and see what we get on the reverse. Couple of spots here and there. No hub doubling. Okay, there's Deanne's coin. What do you know? 2 more coins in the roll. This one goes to Jeff Dunn. Nope. Not on that side. Not on that side. Nothing left there. And the last coin in the roll. Wait a minute. Hang on a second here. And get his name in there where it belongs. The last coin in the roll will go to Mr. Patat. Mr. Patat. What does Mr. Patat get? He gets a number RPM number 59. There we go. Last coin in the roll gives him an RPM number 59. Well, I wish I knew what the other 3 coins were that didn't end up in the roll. That'd be really cool if we had 3 RPMs out of 3 more coins in the roll. That would make us real close to our record, I'm sure. So let's count everything up and see what we got. We're at the end of this little journey. Yeah, I have an original roll of 1960D. You ended up with 3 1929D coins in it. Just only off by a few years. Well, so here's what we've got. We've got these coins turned out to be quote-unquote normal. And so that's the remainder of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of RPM number 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of RPM number 59. So you have a total of 19, 13, and what was my count again? 13 and 9. 13 and 9 is 22. I'm smart. 13 and yeah, we can put the 29Ds under the scope. Give you a good idea of what those are, what their grade is anyway. Let me raise the scope up and give us a high view. So I'll get it. This is going to be the first one. This would be Joe McBride's. Get it focused. Nope, need to go that way. There we go. It's a 29D in, I'd say, a high-end VF condition. VF Plus. There's a reverse, really nice, strong wheat lines. We focus it just a little bit better. There we go. That's Joe McBride's. And get it put back in the flip here. You know, there is a double die obverse on 1929D that I have not checked for on these coins. You never know, folks. Okay. It's going to be rather minor, but it's going to show especially in the word God, and I don't see it there. I was actually the discoverer of that double die, and as I sent it out to people to have them take a look at it and see what they thought of it, well, it disappeared. Never saw it again. So I have no idea where it is now. Here's another one. This one's actually got just a little touch of luster on it, but it's a nicer, extremely fine condition coin. I'd say it's worth $1.25. Let's flip back over and I'm going to look at the die again for... No, this one's also not a double die. Nice 1929D Lincoln cent there. And this one goes to Majestic Sounds of Coins. And Benjamin Marlar. Benjamin Marlar will get this QT. Flip it around here. That one's nearly AU. It's a nice, extremely fine coin. Barely a flat spot on the cheek. I don't see any doubling on this, so it's not a double die. I probably went through 50 rolls of these before I found one double die, so they're not common. So there we go. All right, so just out of curiosity's sake, I'm going to bring up in my browser Numismedia, and I'm going to check the collector fair market value pricing for Lincoln cents. In the early Lincoln cents, good to MS70 condition, sliding down to 1929D in brown, we can see that in brown, the value of an extremely fine is, let's see, a very fine is 63 cents, to an extremely fine $1.73, to an AU50 $10.06. So these are all below AU in condition, but they get into the higher end of XF, which can be, $5, $6, $8. So there you go. There's those three, and we've got a whole pile of RPMs over here too. And I'm sure these same people, Majestic, Joe McBride, and Benjamin Marler, let me see what else they got in here as far as die varieties are concerned, if any of them got a die variety. Hawkeye, CC, Wild Bill, C Levels, Sarah Adams, Majestic. Majestic got an RPM number 5 already. So another RPM number 5 wouldn't have done a whole lot of good there. Let's see who got the number 59s out of here. Well, we got Joe McBride got a RPM 59 out of here already. And Benjamin Marler got one too. So each of the three people who got a 1929D also got an RPM out of the roll. So I feel good about having solved it that way. You never know when you open these customer ramp rolls whether you're actually going to get a full 50 coins or not. I guess I should dump them out just to count the number of coins in the roll to be sure that I'm getting that prior to actually opening the roll for a stream on YouTube. Deanne, yes, you did get 3 spots in this roll. You got 3 spots in the roll, and I think all 3 of your coins turned out to be normal coins. There's 1. There's 2. And I think your third one was also one of the normal coins. There you go. 3. Most people got 3 spots in this roll because that was my maximum. I put a limit. 3 coins per person. Because I didn't want one person to buy 25 coins in the roll. I mean, what's the point? I still get the same amount of money. That's not the point. The point is I want everyone to be able to have fun. I want to spread the wealth or spread the sadness evenly and in small doses. That way, everybody gets to be sad together or happy together. And today, we're happy together. Well, I appreciate it, Dell's Treasure. Thank you. Very good stream. Like that. Well, I do everything I possibly can to keep things fair. So I have 4. I've got supper to eat first, then I've got 4 rolls I need to make it through. Well, so I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls I need to make it through to figure out exactly who gets what and start making packages and get things out of here. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the next thing I have coming up, special stream cam zoom. See that right there? Those 2 boxes? Yeah. Those 2 big giant boxes with priority mail tape all over them. Check this out. Check this out. This whole box is full of rolls of proof coins. They're all proof Lincoln cents. Here's 2014, 2014. Here's 2016. Here's 2017. I don't even know what this one is. That's 2019, 2018, another 18. And then after I get through all of this and all of these rolls, There's another 16, another 18. Then I've got, that's just stuffing. There's a few more rolls in this one. I think you do hear a flash sale coming. It says 1914. I wish. And not 1914. It's 2019. So 1914's had originally been in there, but let's see what we got in here. Oh boy, that's full. That is definitely full. Let me get my cutter here. This is obviously the first time I've ever seen the contents of this box. Boom. There's a whole box full of proof rolls. And then I've got another heavier box right back there. It's full of proof rolls again. That's what I'm talking about, boys and girls. There's 02 proof, 03 proof, 05. This is mostly the 2000 through 2010 proofs. And then these are the 11 on up proofs. There's 11, there's 12, 12, 13, 13. There's a bunch of, here's a paper wrapped roll of proofs. I don't believe that. These are wrapped in paper. How do you ever see that? Huh? A roll of proof coins wrapped in paper. 2011. Okay, they need to come out of there and go into a tube, that's for sure. Then we got this whole other box back here. Okay. End of my stream becomes an unboxing. I gotta keep this where I keep the top of this box out of camera because it has addresses on it that nobody needs to see. Alright. Got that taken care of. Buddy's pretty good about how he wraps stuff, that's for sure. Did a good job with this. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, that's stuffing. Okay. That's stuffing and that's stuffing. So we have 100 rolls in here, or it appears to be 100 rolls. Because we got two boxes. They're full. There we go. Get that out of the way. Set this up here. Let's see. Coppercoins is teasing you with coins again. What do we have here? Oh. And the angels did sing. Here you go, folks. This is how many times have you seen something like this in your lifetime? Or how many times do you think you'll see it again? There's an entire roll of 1953 proof cents. 1953 proof. There's a 53, here's 54, 56, 56, 57, 57, 57, 58. There you go. Here's 70S proofs. Who knows how many small dates could be in there. There's 70S 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. 8 1970S rolls. We've got another roll in paper over here. We've got 3, 4 rolls in paper in here. That just blows my mind why anybody would have proof rolls in paper. There we go, 1972 proof roll. There we go. Just revealed your question, Sissy. It decided to hold it for whatever reason. The answer to your question, thousands of dollars. Wants to know how much something like this goes for. Thousands of dollars. Enough that I really don't need Mama to know about it. Here we go again. Here's another box I have not opened. Where is my knife? Here it is. And the last lot is another 50 rolls. We have, well, these appear to be 1982 through 2002. 82 through 2002. And multiple rolls of each year. Did I find anything good? Yeah, actually we did. We found RPM number 5 and RPM number 59, plus some interesting little errors. And then I came up 3 coins shy, so I decided to resolve that little situation by putting 3 1929D coins in the mix and drawing 3 names to give those to, so that my 3 coins shy in the roll would be taken care of. So now for $1.25, people have received 2 1960D Lincoln cents that could or could not be die varieties, or they've received a Lincoln cent, a 1960D Lincoln cent plus a 1929D Lincoln cent for their $1.25. Can't say I'm not fair. All right, so glad I waited to eat my pizza. What? What's the matter? A little pizza grease never hurt a proof coin. These hands are very clean. Very clean. I don't do anything with them other than touch coins until I'm done touching coins. When I'm done touching coins, I touch anything else, but I wash my hands before I go back to coins. It's just the way it is. I also haven't had the flu in years. I don't have other health issues or problems because I wash my hands on a very regular basis. Picked up 3 rolls of 70S proofs. Did you look through them? Or was it 70S proof or 70S mint state majestic? First shot at some proof rolls. Well, it's just a first look at them. I don't even know what I'm going to do with them yet. I might eat these. Who knows? They're kind of cute, though. There's a lot of labels and electrical tape, which is not recommended. Well, electrical tape has nasty sticky in it. And the nasty sticky immediately sticks to anything it comes near, like proof coins. So I'll have to get these out of these tubes pretty quickly. Get them into something that actually works. New Marshall. I actually got him sitting back on his heels. No eating pennies? Oh, come on. What do you feed your kids? You're penny parent. It will be a bunch of fun. What especially will be a bunch of fun is I think I'm going to be putting together like sheets of proof coins, sheets of like, I don't know, a dozen proofs or something like that, and putting them up for like $20 and watching people enjoy having sheets of a dozen of these for like, I don't know, $20 or something like that. That'd be really cool. Be really cool. I don't need these. It's not me that these are for. These are for everybody else. 2019S. These are brand new 2019S proofs. Whole roll of them there. I only wish that I had the coins in this condition of the date that's on the top of the tube. 1914. Wouldn't that be nice if this were a roll of 1914 proof coins? Got it, Paula. Let me take a look and see if I can find... I gotta get into my mail here real quick and see if I can find this article. I said I'd read this article. Let me see if I can find what it says, and I will read it aloud. Oh, we got some sign me up emails. I like that. If anybody wants me to sign you up to the reminders of... I'm going to be doing reminders of all of my streams. If you want me to sign you up automatically to remind you of all of my streams with the option to be able to opt out when you decide that you don't want to see them anymore, you can unsubscribe. Just send me an email at cd@coppercoins.com. Use sign me up as the subject of the message, and I'll get your email address signed up immediately. Let's see if I can find... I'm not finding what she sent. Let's see if I can find it in here. It's not in here. How did she send it to me? She sent it to me maybe in Facebook? So I got Facebook messages. Let me see. I was looking in email for it. I did. There we go. A rolled-in metal blank or planchet, a rolled-in metal blank, rolled-in metal blank or planchet is defined as a blank planchet punched from coin metal strip, which had a piece of usually coin metal rolled into the surface of the strip during the rolling mill operation. The rolled-in metal will be flush with the surface of the blank or planchet, elongated in the direction of travel from the strip through the rolling mill, and... Gotta go back and find the other image now. Will be separated from the blank or planchet by a fine crack. That's not what this is. It can't be this because this was a perfectly straight line going through the entire planchet side to side. A rolled in is going to look almost like a teardrop of metal sitting on the surface of the coin that's going to be flush with the surface of the coin. And it will not be affected by the design on the coin because it would have been rolled in prior to the coin being struck. So the design would be independent from, just like it is with this case. But I don't think these are rolled in. I'll have to send a picture to Mike Diamond and see what he says. Keep reading? Okay, let me keep reading. During the rolling operation, metal fragments may be produced in a variety of ways, and without proper supervision may find their way onto the strip being rolled. As a result, they will be rolled under the strip since nothing can project above the rolled surface of the strip. Depending on the size and nature of the fragment, it may be retained or fall out. Again, depending on the point in the rolling process, the piece falls out. The cavity or hole may be partially or completely filled by metal flow from the surrounding strip. Typically, retained rolled-in metal will be elongated in the direction of the rolling. The number of rolling passes and the initial roll determining the length. Let me try to read that again. Typically, retained rolled-in metal will be elongated in the direction of the rolling. The number of rolling passes after the initial roll determining the length. If the metal falls out, the remaining cavity or hole follows the same general principles with the edges of the hole rounded by metal flow. The underlying metal will show flow markings parallel to the longer dimension of the rolled-in metal. If retained, there will be a distinct boundary between the planchet metal and the rolled-in metal, usually as a crack extending into the surface of the metal. This will be similar to the crack surrounding the struck-in metal, but will differ markedly from the indentation surrounding the extra metal struck into the outer edge of the coin. Rolled-in metal may result either from equipment problems or operation error. Rarity level 6 to 7, values $50 and up. I still don't think so. And the reason being is that this isn't something that appears to have been rolled into the metal of the sheet, because it's a perfectly straight line going through it. Doesn't look like extra metal into the sheet. That's just my thought. You have a 1914D PCGS Fine 12 with a CAC. I got a 1914D around here somewhere. PCGS VF25, I think it is. Epic end to your day. I am so happy. I'm glad you had an epic end to your day. Look, this is your coin right here. This is your coin. 1929D. Nice. Love it. I got a few more of them I can share. Open one up. What, one of these? One of these proof rolls? No. I don't have any need to open them up now. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with them first. I mean, if I'm going to open one up, it would be one of the early rolls. And I might actually do that on camera. I might open those up on a camera because I have absolutely no idea right now what they're going to contain. So, like 1956D or 1956 proof, not D, 1956 proof, there's a really nice double die obverse and a really nice double die reverse. So I'm actually thinking of the idea of opening those on camera. So if I discover any double dies in there, everyone will know about it. Maybe. I don't know. I might do it, I might not. But the thing about it, Paul, is that no matter how much metal gets stretched out and continues to get stamped or whatever, it's not going to end up being a perfectly straight line. We're talking about a perfectly straight line that goes directly across, like drawn with a ruler. It's going to be a blob. Even if it's only part of the blob, it's going to be an edge of a blob. And the edge of a blob is going to have curve to it. Not going to be a roll reveal Midnight Silver Run. Roll reveal means everybody gets what's in the roll. This will just be a roll dig. Let's call it a roll dig. It'll be one of those things where I go through the roll and you guys just get to see what's in it as I'm going through it. There will be probably, yes. They will be up for sale at the auction if I find DDOs or DDRs when opening them live. So it's not going to be a roll reveal where you buy the coins ahead of time. It's going to be a thing where I'm just going to go through whatever I discover is whatever I discover. And if I discover nothing, we look at a number of proof coins. And I know that it was quite a while into my collecting experience before I ever saw 50 proof wheat cents in one place, much less a roll of proof wheat cents all at the same time. Tell you what I think about your love for the Lincoln cent. I don't really have a whole lot to say because you can obviously see that I'm a little bit ate up with it. If you're looking for criticism, you're not going to find it here. Now, that's, I'm no master or anything, but I do have a lot of situational awareness of what I've been doing over the past number of years, and I've got some experience at doing this, and so I like being able to share the experience. And one of the things I like being able to share the experience with is specifically being able to open some of the stuff that I've purchased and show it to people and show you guys what it looks like. Because it's not every day you can pile your desk full of rolls of proof coins. Not every day. And let's see. Yeah, I think I've got rolls of '08 proof and '09 proof in here. You know what that means. No, I mean 90. No, wait. Wrong dates. Look at this, people. Look at this. Those are all 1999S. You know what 99S means? There could be some close AMs in here. 99S close AM. What would you pay for a 99S close AM? Love it. There's 6 rolls of them, and there's more in the box. Yeah, there's more in the box. Well, folks, I won't bore you anymore with this. That's right, 6 rolls of 99S proof. Let's just look on the top of one. Ooh, that's pretty. Nice, pretty proof coin. Let's see what we have here. You know, that's a regular white AM. That's a regular white AM. Hang on a second. I'll be sure of it. I'm almost blind here, so... Yep, that's a regular white AM. Ben. Joe wants one. 99 proofs. I've got 98 proofs in here, too. What's this one? I can't really tell. I think it's another 99 roll. It is. It's another 99 roll. So I got 7 rolls of 99. I didn't get any 98 proof rolls. I have to find those from somebody else. No 98s. Yeah, my pizza's getting cold. All right, folks. I guess I'll take off. I'll put all this stuff in the boxes and go eat my pizza. I appreciate it, good boys and girls. I will be back Tuesday. 8 p.m. Tuesday. You guys have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you later.